everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning into my 2018 video. My nails match the background. My tongue matches the background because I've just been drinking a slush puppy, and I've just tried to film this and realised I was looking in the viewfinder and not at my little recovery bug. So if you want to carry on watching this to find out what I'm going to say, then just stay tuned. So as you can see by the title of this video, which is what it feels like to want to end your own life, yeah, it's not as heavy as it sounds, but it kind of is. If you're watching this video, you've probably already got some experience with mental health, mental illness, that kind of vibe. So it's probably not too heavy for you, but if you're just going to be nosy and watch me, then welcome to our family here. Yeah, thank you for all my comments on the last video about what videos you want to see, current playlist, what I wish when I was younger, all of that kind of jazz. But anyway, as I was saying, yeah, I thought I'd do this video just because I've been feeling a bit rocky lately. If I'm honest, I've had a little bit of a rocky time. I just woke up one day and was feeling rubbish, and that's normally how my mental health works. And then I just start to feel lower and lower and lower, which isn't great, but it's just something that happens to me, and I'm kind of used to that. Yeah, we're just going to have a chat about what it's like to be in that place and advice I would give to people who are in that place. So yeah, I woke up one day, seriously, like, I mean, I woke up on the days that I had my suicide attempts. Basically, let's just recount those days. So I woke up and I'd been feeling bad for a few days. And I just normally reach the point where I'm like, I can't deal with this anymore. I either reach, I can't deal with this and I can't cope, or I reach, I'm just so sad, I want this to end. Which does sound really sad, and it is really sad at the moment, like in the moment. And when I look back on it, I'm like, I felt so sad then, and I understand what it means to feel sad then. But I'm someone who doesn't like to dwell on the past. I just like to move on. And like my mum always says to me, that's really tricky because everyone else is still kind of like watching out for me, like wanting me to be safe, and I'm like gone. And yeah, so that's quite difficult. But I normally wake up on the days and I'm like, this feels hard and this feels difficult and I don't think I can get through this. And that's mainly the thing. It's not the fact that I'm like, I don't want to live anymore. I'm like, I don't want to live if it's going to have to be like this. And I have loads of good days. Like, there's so many things worth living for. But I talked about that in another video, and I'll link that in the little, is it this side? Can't remember, that side or this side, the video that I talked about that. But yeah, it's just really difficult when you wake up like that because you're like, you know the feeling. I know what that feels like. I know how it feels to myself when I'm like, I can't cope. So I had a time quite recently where I didn't know what to do, and I just ended up phoning the NHS 111 service, and yeah, I was just like, I can't cope. That was the feeling. I was like, I can't cope. And it was really hard for me to do that. Like, to feel that way, because you feel trapped, you feel like this is never going to end, and that's what it feels like. And I think that's why it's so hard to shake that feeling and to know that something is going to change, because you don't ever feel like it will change. You just feel like it's not going to end. So yeah, I woke up on the days, those days when I'm like that, I wake up and I know it's not going to shake, it's not going to go. So yeah, I ended up phoning NHS 111. The one thing I would say, I love the NHS. They've done so much to help me. Yeah. The guy was like, I was like, I feel like I can't do this. I like, basically. And he was like, I'm laughing because it's ridiculous. He was like, I'll call you back in 5 minutes. 20 minutes went, didn't it? 35 minutes went. 45 minutes went. An hour later, he called me back. Not great. So if you are in a real crisis, I'll link some numbers down below. Yeah, and it's really hard in that sense because you're like, I feel like I haven't got anyone to talk to. And I do have my friends. I have lovely, 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 amazing, gorgeous, beautiful, fantastic friends around me. And I've got my mum, who is an angel. She's my heart, my soul. I love her. I wouldn't be here without her. I'm convinced I wouldn't be alive without her, obviously, because she gave birth to me. But yeah, let's just skip over that. But yeah, I have a really good support network around me and people who know what's going on. So that's the one thing I would say. Having that is very important. But the feeling of wanting to end your own life is something that I would say is so intense. The feeling is so heavy, so powerful, that it drags everything away. I've always said, like, my depression it feels like it pulls on your tongue. It feels like it pulls the words out of your mouth. You don't have anything to say. You get this feeling in your stomach and in your head, and it's just like, I want it to stop. And it's awful to feel like that. It's awful to feel like you're scrolling through your contacts list and you're like, there's no one here I can call, when there is. In reality, there is. I have amazing friends. I know I could pick up the phone to any one of my friends, whether we've talked about my mental health or before or not. I know I could pick up my phone and they'd answer and they'd talk me through it and they'd be there for me. But yeah, it just feels really intense and really heavy, and it feels like anything you'll do won't get rid of it. And normally for me, as much as I can't always see it, there are triggers for the situation and there are things that I can do that will lessen the situation. So once I've done those, it takes a while for it to kind of settle down, and the next day I kind of feel a bit, but yeah, it's normally okay. And I think one of the main reasons why I've self-harmed in the past has been to cope. I've been like, I don't want to die. I just want to get over this. I just want to get through this day and then I'll be fine. And yeah, it's crazy to feel like you couldn't even live another day if you stayed the way you were. And the truth is, I don't think I could. If I was like that every day, I would go mad. And it is that feeling of I'm going insane and I don't know what to do and no one can help me, and you feel bad because the people around you don't know what to do, you don't know what to do. And yeah, it's hard. It's really hard, but you do get through it. If you are sitting there right now and you're like, that's me, that is me, I just want to cry and I just want to kill myself, don't, first of all, contact me, contact someone else, just talk to someone. Talking to someone really helps, and it helps you to rationalise what's real and what's not. Not that I hear voices, but I have thoughts in my head that aren't mine, that aren't my thoughts, that are just, yeah, like thoughts that are alien to me. And a lot of you know on my channel I'm a Christian, and I believe that, it might sound a bit hippie-ish to people who don't really know what I'm talking about, but that you have your thoughts and you have God's thoughts and you have the devil's thoughts, and the devil can put thoughts in your head and make you think a certain way. Not saying that I'm possessed, not saying anything like that, but if you know, you know. There's been many and many a times where I've wanted to end my life, like, just because the pain and the intensity and the heaviness of the emotion you're feeling is unbearable. That's the only way that I would describe it. It's like this loud noise in your brain that just constantly is knocking at your head, and you don't know what else to do with it. And that's why it's important to talk to people and talk to professionals that can help you figure out why you feel that way and how you can get over that. Because not everyone does feel that way. Everyone has bad days, but not everyone has the intensity of the emotions, of the thoughts that you have. I think eventually I will go back to therapy and have chats with someone, just someone that's actually paid to listen to you. Not saying that my friends and family don't listen to me, but it's nice to have an objective opinion of someone who you know knows what they're talking about. So yeah, this video has kind of been a bit ranting, been a bit, I don't know, all over the place, and I have been talking for 11 minutes and I don't even know how, but just know that that heaviness and that feeling and that sadness can go. Not that it necessarily will go, because I don't know if it will and I don't know when it will and all of these things, but it has the capability to go. Just like your happiness has left you and your sadness is here, your sadness can leave you and your joy can replace that. Yeah. Yeah, that's the end of that video. Thank you so much for watching. If you just watched this to have a little nose and have a little gossip, holler at your girl. Press the subscribe button. If you don't have a YouTube account, create one, subscribe, thumbs up, like. Always write your comments in the down box below. Always remember to give me video suggestions, because sometimes I'm a little bit of a butter brain and everything just slips out and I don't remember, because I'm just talking about 100 miles per hour and I'm an extrovert, so all the brains and all the feelings come in. So yeah, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and comment down below, and I love you lots and lots, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!